Let me ask you something, do you feel it? That subtle shift in the air, as though life itself is trying to whisper something to you. Maybe you've noticed things starting to align in ways you never expected. Doors opening where there were only walls before. A sense of ease replacing the struggle you've grown so accustomed to. If you've been feeling this, I want you to know it's not random. These are the signs. The universe is rewarding you, chosen one. This isn't a coincidence. You are being called to notice, to wake up, and to receive what's meant for you. But here's the thing, recognizing these signs isn't always easy. The universe speaks in a language that most people overlook. It doesn't use words or flashy neon signs. It speaks through synchronicities, patterns, energy shifts, and subtle nudges. The problem is, most of us are so caught up in the noise of life, our worries, our routines, our doubts, that we miss the whispers altogether. We dismiss the little miracles, brush off the strange coincidences, and silence the intuitive knowing that's trying to guide us. But if you're here, listening to this, I know you felt it. You felt that pull, that quiet assurance that something bigger is happening. The first sign that the universe is rewarding you is alignment. Things start to happen effortlessly. Have you ever had one of those days where everything just clicks? You wake up and feel unusually clear. A problem that's been weighing you down suddenly resolves itself. The right people, the right opportunities, and the right timing all seem to fall into place. This is alignment, and it's not luck. It's a reflection of your energy. When you've been putting in the inner work, healing, growing, releasing what no longer serves you, the universe responds. It mirrors that energy back to you in the form of external harmony. But alignment isn't always flashy. Sometimes it's as simple as a sense of peace. You begin to notice that things that used to trigger you no longer bother you. The noise of the world feels quieter, and your own inner voice feels louder. Have you felt that lately? That calm certainty that, even if you don't know all the answers, everything is going to be okay. That's the universe rewarding you for trusting the process. Another sign that the universe is rewarding you is synchronicity. These are those moments that feel too perfectly timed to be accidental. Maybe you've been thinking about someone and they suddenly call you. Or you've been searching for an answer and you stumble upon exactly the right book, video, or conversation that gives you clarity. Pay close attention to these moments. They're not random. They're the universe's way of showing you that you're on the right path. But let me ask you something profound. How often do you dismiss these signs? How often do you brush them off as coincidence or tell yourself it's just your imagination? The universe can only reward you if you're willing to receive. And receiving requires awareness. It requires you to slow down, to tune in, and to trust that these signs are real. One of the most beautiful ways the universe rewards chosen ones is through unexpected blessings. These are the moments when something wonderful happens out of nowhere, an opportunity you didn't see coming, a kind gesture from a stranger, or a sudden breakthrough in an area of your life that's felt stagnant. These blessings are gifts, but they're also confirmations. They're the universe's way of saying, I see you. I see the work you've been doing, the challenges you've overcome, and the light you've chosen to carry. This is your reward. But here's the hard truth, not everyone recognizes their blessings. Sometimes we're so focused on what's missing that we fail to see what's being given. We overlook the small miracles because they don't look the way we expected. So, I want to challenge you, are you truly paying attention to the blessings in your life right now? What if the very thing you've been praying for is already here, but in a form you didn't anticipate? Another sign that the universe is rewarding you is clarity. For the chosen ones, life often feels like a maze. You've probably spent years, maybe decades, feeling like you're searching for something. but you're not quite sure what. But then, seemingly out of nowhere, things start to make sense. The confusion lifts. You begin to see the bigger picture, the purpose behind your pain, the lessons in your challenges, and the direction you're meant to take. This clarity isn't just a coincidence, it's a reward. It's the universe acknowledging that you've endured the storm and are now ready to receive the truth. But clarity doesn't always come in a flash. Sometimes it comes in quiet moments of reflection. Maybe you're journaling, meditating, or simply sitting in silence, and suddenly you feel a deep knowing, a certainty that you're exactly where you're meant to be. If you've experienced this recently, take it as a sign. The universe is rewarding you with the wisdom you need to move forward. And finally, perhaps the most profound sign that the universe is rewarding you is transformation. Think about who you were a year ago, 5 years ago, or even 10 years ago. How much have you changed? How much have you grown? The chosen ones are here to evolve, to shed their old selves like a snake shedding its skin, and to step into their highest potential. If you've been feeling that transformation lately, that sense that you're not the same person you used to be, it's a reward in itself. It's a sign that you're aligning with the version of yourself that the universe has been guiding you toward all along. When the universe begins to reward you, it's not just about receiving blessings, it's about learning how to hold them, nurture them, and expand them. Abundance isn't just a momentary experience, it's a state of being. It's the flow of energy that constantly moves through you and around you, creating more of what you align yourself with. The universe doesn't just give you rewards for no reason, it gives them because you've reached a place where you're ready to receive. But here's the thing, readiness isn't just about wanting abundance, it's about being able to sustain it. So, how do you fully embrace the flow of abundance and ensure that you don't block the gifts that are meant for you? The first step is gratitude. Gratitude is the foundation of abundance, the energetic frequency that tells the universe, yes, I see the blessings and I am ready for more. But gratitude isn't just about saying thank you when something good happens. It's about cultivating a mindset of appreciation in every moment. It's about finding something to be thankful for, even in the midst of challenges. Have you ever noticed how blessings seem to multiply when you take the time to truly acknowledge them? That's not a coincidence. Gratitude opens the energetic channels for more abundance to flow into your life. So, take a moment right now to reflect, what are you grateful for in this moment? How often do you stop to appreciate the miracles, big or small, that are already present in your life? The second step is trust. When the universe starts to reward you, your mind may try to sabotage the process. You might question whether you deserve it, whether it's too good to be true, or whether it will last. This doubt is one of the biggest blocks to abundance. The universe doesn't operate on fear or skepticism, it operates on faith. Trust that you are worthy of these rewards. Trust that they are meant for you. And trust that the universe knows exactly what it's doing, even if you can't see the full picture yet. Let me ask you, how often do you let doubt creep in when you're on the verge of receiving something amazing? What would happen if, instead of questioning the gift, you simply said, "Thank you," and allowed yourself to fully embrace it? Another key to embracing the universe's gifts is alignment. When you're out of alignment, it's like trying to pour water into a tilted glass. The flow will always miss the mark. Alignment means living in harmony with your truth, your values, and your higher self. It's about letting go of anything that creates resistance, whether it's limiting beliefs, toxic relationships, or habits that no longer serve you. When you're in alignment, you become a clear channel for abundance to flow through. You don't have to chase rewards, they naturally gravitate toward you because your energy is a match for them. So, reflect for a moment, are there areas of your life where you're out of alignment? What can you release to make space for the rewards the universe is trying to give you? One of the most profound ways to embrace abundance is through service. The universe rewards you not just for your personal growth, but for the impact you have on others. The more you give, the more you receive, because abundance is an energy that multiplies when it's shared. This doesn't mean you have to give away all your resources or overextend yourself. Service can be as simple as sharing your wisdom, offering kindness, or using your gifts to uplift others. When you approach life with a mindset of contribution, the universe responds by amplifying the flow of abundance in your direction. So, ask yourself, how can you use the gifts you've been given to make a difference in the lives of others? How can you become a vessel through which abundance flows not just to you but through you? Now, let's talk about fear. Fear is one of the greatest obstacles to abundance. It tells you to hold on tightly, to shrink, to play small. But abundance requires expansion. It requires you to have the courage to step into the unknown, to take risks, and to trust that there's always more where that came from. If you cling too tightly to what you have, you block the flow. Think of abundance like breathing. If you try to hold your breath, you'll eventually suffocate. But if you inhale and exhale freely, you allow the flow of life to sustain you. So what are you holding on to out of fear? What would happen if you let go and trusted that the universe will always provide? Another important aspect of embracing abundance is presence. Too often, we're so focused on what's next that we fail to fully experience what's here. The universe rewards you in the present moment, not in some distant future. If you're constantly chasing the next goal, the next milestone, or the next reward, you'll miss the beauty of what's already unfolding. Presence allows you to savor the gifts you've been given, to fully receive them on every level. So, take a deep breath. Feel the abundance that already surrounds you. Can you sense it? The air you breathe, the beating of your heart, the opportunities that are already at your fingertips. This is abundance, and it's here now. Finally, embracing abundance means being open to the unexpected. The universe doesn't always reward you in the ways you expect. Sometimes, the gift comes disguised as a challenge, a detour, or a moment of stillness. But when you trust the process and remain open, you'll see that every reward, no matter how it arrives, is perfectly designed for your growth and your journey. The question is, are you willing to let the universe surprise you? Are you willing to release your expectations and embrace the gifts in whatever form they take? When you step into the flow of abundance, life transforms. You stop seeing rewards as isolated events and start experiencing them as a natural part of your existence. You realize that the universe isn't just rewarding you for what you've done, it's rewarding you for who you've become. And as you continue to align with this energy, the rewards will only grow, multiplying in ways you can't even imagine. Let's go even deeper into how to expand this flow and unlock the limitless abundance waiting for you. Abundance is not a destination. It's not a check mark on a to-do list or a single moment of receiving and then moving on. Abundance is a way of life, a continuous flow of energy that expands as you align more deeply with it. But here's the thing: most of us unknowingly limit our own abundance. We put boundaries around what we think is possible. We tell ourselves stories like, "This is as good as it gets," or "I don't deserve more than this." But the truth is, the universe is limitless. Its gifts are infinite, and its rewards are not bound by the same constraints we often impose on ourselves. So the question becomes, how do you expand your capacity to receive? How do you unlock the limitless possibilities that the universe is waiting to offer you? It starts with your mindset. Your thoughts and beliefs are the foundation of your reality. If you believe abundance is scarce or that you have to fight for every reward, that belief will shape your experience. The universe can only give you what you're open to receiving. If your mindset is rooted in scarcity, you'll block the flow of abundance, no matter how much the universe wants to reward you. But when you shift your mindset to one of expansion, when you truly believe that there is always more than enough, that you are worthy of infinite blessings, you create a magnetic pull for abundance to flow into your life. But let me ask you something profound. What beliefs about abundance are you holding on to that no longer serve you? Maybe it's a belief that you have to work tirelessly to earn your rewards, or that receiving something good means someone else will go without. These beliefs are illusions, remnants of a mindset that keeps you small. What would happen if you let them go? What if you allowed yourself to believe, deeply and completely, that abundance is your natural state? Another key to expanding abundance is detachment. This might sound counterintuitive after all. Don't you need to focus on what you want in order to bring it into your life? But here's the truth: when you cling too tightly to a specific outcome, you create resistance. You send a message to the universe that you don't trust its timing or its process. Detachment doesn't mean giving up on your desires, it means releasing the need to control how they arrive. It's about trusting that the universe knows the best way to deliver what's meant for you, often in ways far greater than you could have imagined. Think of it like planting a seed. You don't stand over the soil, demanding that the seed sprout immediately. You trust the process. You water it, give it sunlight, and allow it to grow in its own time. The same is true for abundance. When you set your intentions and then release them with trust and faith, you create space for the universe to work its magic. So, ask yourself, where in your life are you holding on too tightly? What would happen if you let go and trusted the flow? Another powerful way to expand abundance is through visualization. The mind is a powerful tool, and when you use it to imagine the life you desire, you align your energy with that reality. Visualization isn't just about daydreaming, it's about feeling the emotions of abundance as if it's already here. When you visualize, you're not just creating mental pictures, you're shifting your vibration to match the frequency of what you want to attract. Imagine the joy of receiving the rewards you've been working toward. Feel the gratitude, the excitement, the peace. The more vividly you can embody those feelings, the more magnetic you become to those experiences. But here's a question for you: when was the last time you truly allowed yourself to dream without limits? So often, we temper our desires, telling ourselves to be realistic or practical, but the universe doesn't operate on practicality, it operates on possibility. What if you gave yourself permission to dream as big as you wanted, without holding back? What would your life look like if there were no limits? Another aspect of expanding abundance is action. While the universe works in mysterious and miraculous ways, it also responds to the energy you put into motion. Taking inspired action is like sending a signal to the universe that you're ready to receive. But here's the key: not all action is created equal. Inspired action comes from a place of alignment, intuition, and trust, not from fear, desperation, or obligation. It's the kind of action that feels natural, exciting, and purposeful. Have you ever had a moment where you felt a sudden urge to do something, even if you didn't know why? That's inspired action, and it's the universe nudging you toward your rewards. Lastly, expanding abundance requires gratitude for what's yet to come. Most people only express gratitude for what they already have, but true abundance flows when you're grateful for what you know is on its way. This is the ultimate act of trust, thanking the universe in advance, even before the physical evidence appears. When you do this, you align yourself with the energy of already having, which accelerates the manifestation of your desires. So, let me ask you one final question for this moment. Can you feel it? Can you sense the potential, the infinite possibilities that are waiting for you? The universe isn't holding back, it's waiting for you to rise to the level of your own worthiness, to expand your belief in what's possible, and to trust that you are supported beyond measure. The flow of abundance is limitless, and the only thing standing between you and its fullness is your willingness to step into it. Abundance isn't something you chase, nor is it something you wait for. To truly live in the flow of the universe's gifts, you must become abundance itself. This isn't just a philosophical idea, it's a way of being, a frequency that you embody. When you anchor abundance into your life, it stops feeling like a fleeting experience or an external reward. Instead, it becomes the very essence of how you live, how you think, and how you show up in the world. This is the final step, the ultimate reward from the universe evolving into a state where you no longer simply receive abundance, you radiate it. The first key to becoming abundance is recognizing that it's not about having more, it's about being more. Too often, we associate abundance with material wealth or external success. And while those things can be reflections of abundance, they are not the source. True abundance comes from within. It's a state of mind, a vibration, a way of experiencing life where you feel deeply connected to the infinite flow of the universe. It's knowing, at a soul level, that you are enough, that there is enough, and that nothing is ever truly missing. Let me ask you this: when was the last time you felt completely whole, without needing anything external to complete you? That feeling, that wholeness, is the foundation of true abundance. To anchor abundance into your life, you must shift your perspective from scarcity to possibility. Scarcity tells you there's never enough time, money, love, or opportunities. It keeps you stuck in fear, constantly striving but never feeling fulfilled. But abundance operates on a completely different frequency. It says, there is always more love, more joy, more opportunities than you can possibly imagine. When you live from this mindset, you stop clinging to what you have and you stop fearing what you might lose. You open yourself to the infinite. So ask yourself, where in your life are you still operating from scarcity? What stories do you tell yourself about lack? And how can you rewrite them to reflect abundance? Presence is another cornerstone of anchoring abundance. So many of us spend our lives chasing the future or dwelling on the past, completely missing the richness of the present moment. But the universe operates in the now. Abundance isn't something you'll find someday when all the pieces fall into place. It's here, right now, in the breath you're taking, in the opportunities surrounding you, in the love and connection you already have. To embody abundance, you must learn to root yourself in the present, to fully experience the gifts the universe is giving you in this very moment. So, ask yourself, are you truly present in your life, or are you always waiting for what's next? Another vital aspect of becoming abundance is self-love. You cannot fully receive the universe's rewards if you don't believe you're worthy of them. Think about it: how often do you downplay your own value, reject compliments, or feel guilty for wanting more? These patterns create barriers to abundance. The universe sees you as infinitely worthy, but if you don't see yourself that way, you'll always feel a sense of lack, no matter how much you receive. Self-love isn't selfish, it's the foundation of everything. When you love yourself deeply, you naturally align with the flow of abundance because you understand that you are deserving of all the universe has to offer. Finally, to anchor abundance into your life, you must surrender to the flow. The universe's rewards are not something you control, they are something you allow. Surrender doesn't mean giving up, it means letting go of resistance. It means trusting that you don't have to force or manipulate your way to abundance. You simply have to align, to flow, and to trust. Let me ask you this: where are you still trying to control the flow of your life? What would happen if you surrendered? if you let go and allow the universe to lead. When you become abundance, your entire energy shifts. You stop seeing life as a series of obstacles and start seeing it as a constant unfolding of gifts. You stop chasing and start attracting. You stop doubting and start trusting. And as you anchor this state of being into your daily life, the rewards of the universe grow exponentially. You become a magnet for blessings, not because you're doing more, but because you're being more. This is the ultimate gift, the realization that abundance was never outside of you. It was always within you, waiting for you to awaken to it. As you walk forward from this moment, remember you are not separate from the flow of the universe. You are the flow, you are abundance, and the gifts you've received so far, they're just the beginning. What's next is yours to create, to align with, and to receive. The universe is waiting. Are you ready?